Hello, everyone. It's Chang here, Web3 researcher and builder. And today we are very happy to have the co-founders of TeleportDAO joining us today. We have Nusha, and previously we talked with them about TeleportDAO, what it does, and what is the roadmap of TeleportDAO protocol. So today we are going to dive deeply into cross-chain applications and to explore what kind of cross-chain applications that people can build on top of the TeleportDAO bridge and how TeleportDAO is working to support that. Yeah, so now without further ado, let's just dive in. The first question that I have is, so in the past few years, people have been talking a lot about cross-chain applications, cross-chain bridges. But I guess, sometimes people get confused between single chain application, multi-chain application, and cross-chain application. So what exactly the difference between the different types of applications?
Yeah, so single chain applications are the applications that their contracts only exist on one blockchain. But multi-chain applications are applications like Uniswap, like Sushi, that have contracts on different blockchains, but these contracts are not necessarily connected. So for example, we have Uniswap on Ethereum, and it has its own liquidity pools, its own liquidity providers, its own users, and that's different from the Uniswap on, let's say, Polygon. And although the codes are the same, but the users, the liquidity, everything is separate. This is a multi application, but a cross-chain application is an application that its contracts on different blockchains are connected together. This way, we could have more efficient applications. For example, in case of Uniswap, we could have aggregated liquidity so that users could be exposed to more robust prices. Or for example, in case of MakerDAO, for their if they had a cross-chain DAO, then users could vote for the proposals on whichever blockchains that they are. And it doesn't matter that which like the proposal is on which blockchain. So that's the purpose of cross-chain applications, to connect the contracts of the same product between different blockchains.
Yeah, so it sounds like cross-chain applications have some advantages compared to a single chain application and multi-chain application. And what type of cross-chain applications can we build on cross-chain bridges like TeleportDAO?
Yeah, so many cross-chain applications can be built. For example, the examples that I just mentioned, like Uniswap. So you could have cross-chain exchanges so that users could exchange their tokens from one blockchain and get another token on another blockchain. For example, you have BTC on Bitcoin, you want to get, Uni token on Ethereum, then you could do it using a cross-chain DEX. Or for example, we could have cross-chain transfer. We have it in a centralized way, which is WBTC for moving BTC to Ethereum or other wrap tokens that you can find in the ecosystem. Or for example, we could have cross-chain DAO. This way we could have a proposal on a hub chain and users could vote for it no matter on which blockchain they are. There are also other examples like wrapping NFTs, aggregated liquidity, cross-chain lending, and many, many more that could make the current single chain or multi-chain applications more efficient and more robust.
Okay, so you mentioned a couple of cross-chain applications, and one of them is cross-chain exchange. And I know that crypto exchange is a hot topic these days, and people hear about centralized exchange, decentralized exchange, and cross-chain exchange. So maybe let's talk about cross-chain exchange a bit more. So what exactly is the problem that cross-chain exchanges are trying to solve?
Yeah, so currently you can see that when users want to move their tokens from one blockchain to another, there is no fully decentralized way to do that. So they have to go through centralized exchanges. In addition, they have to go through multiple steps. So they have to deposit their money in the centralized exchange, they have to exchange it and then withdraw it on the destination blockchain. So there are multiple steps here that users should get involved in. And there's also for the decentralized examples of it, for decentralized exchanges, they usually exist on one chain. And in case that they do exist on multiple chains, these are not connected. So users don't have any other choice. They have to go through multiple steps, wait a long time because of its confirmation time. And so that's what cross-chain exchanges solve. Users can exchange their tokens from one blockchain and go on a destination blockchain when like very quickly and just by one click. So yeah, and it's also in a trustless way, so you don't have to go through any centralized entities.
Okay. Sounds interesting. And then you also mentioned token wrapping and NFT wrapping as one type of cross-chain applications. So what exactly is token wrapping and NFT wrapping? Any examples?
Yeah, sure. So token wrapping is when you want to wrap a token from one blockchain and get the wrap token on another one, the user will send their token in some contract or in an address that will lock its token so that no one could move it. And then the equivalent token or NFT or anything that it is will get minted on the destination blockchain that will have the same value and same attributes like the original token that they locked. So this is what we call wrapping tokens. A very well-known example of that is WBTC. It's currently working between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it wraps BTC on Bitcoin and moves it to Ethereum so that you could have WBTC that has the same value as Bitcoin, but it's an ERC20 token that can be used in Ethereum ecosystem.
Okay, that's interesting. And any examples of wrapped NFTs that are, popular these days?
So actually, wrapping NFTs is not that adapted today, but there's some projects that do that. For example, multi-chain enables wrapping NFTs across different blockchains. It's not yet very adopted, but that's something that we will see in future. So you could have your NFT on any blockchain and you could use it on any application that you want. Doesn't matter on which chain you're going to buy it. For example, now we can see that many NFTs exist on Solana and Ethereum. But for example, Polygon is very cheap, and in future we might have a huge marketplace for NFTs there. So maybe users would want to enter their NFTs to that marketplace to be able to buy or sell more easily. They could do it with wrapping their NFT and move it into Polygon. So that's what we expect to see in future.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you just mentioned Polygon because I know that TeleportDAO is about to launch an application that will enable exchange and transfer between Bitcoin and Polygon's native currency, Matic. So could you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, so currently we're connecting Bitcoin blockchain to Polygon blockchain, and many cross-chain applications can be built on top. One of the applications, of course, is wrapping the tokens and exchanging the tokens. So anyone could wrap their BTC from Bitcoin and move it to Polygon and get TeleBTC on that, or they can exchange their BTC and get, I don't know, like Matic or wrap Ethereum or anything they want on the destination chain.
Interesting. So do you have a schedule for the launching of the product?
Yeah, actually, we're going to be live end of January this year, so very soon.
Okay, looking forward to it. That's all the question I have for today, and maybe we can schedule another talk in the next few weeks and give people a little bit update on the Teleswap application. And I look forward to talking with you again. Thank you.
Definitely, thank you.